We're also joined briefly by ABC's Judith Kipper, who is in our Washington bureau as well, and I don't doubt, knowing Judith Kipper, who's worked for us for many years now, that she has been on the phone to every person she knows east of the Mediterranean tonight. What have you learned, Judith?
Well, Peter, it's very interesting. I got a number of emails from friends in the region and journalists and others saying, is the United States now going to take a different tact in the Arab-Israeli conflict? And I was quite surprised by that the first impression was that somehow this would teach us a lesson and that we would be more responsive and more active in trying to resolve the Arab-Israeli conflict. I think we're really at a crossroads in terms of the Middle Eastern region, if this turns out to be Middle Eastern perpetrators, because it's really going to be a question now of those who really are with us and those who are not, those who can really condemn this, take actions to cooperate, and to move toward eliminating actions against civilians as something that is quasi-acceptable in the region. And it's going to be very hard for a lot of our allies in the Arab world.
And as you listen to as you take the temperature, if you will, of the Middle East today, we've heard people in many of the Middle Eastern nations deeply depressed by this attack. We've heard other people applaud it in public. What temperature do you think the thing is running at?
I think people are confused, fearful of retaliation, knowing that more instability and scary things are in front of them. And, you know, the one country that hasn't been mentioned very much is Pakistan, and the U.S. is going to have to reevaluate that relationship if it turns out that this is an Osama bin Laden operation. Okay,
thanks, Judith, very much. Appreciate you coming in as well. You can just feel, I hope and sense, as I do in our coverage, that thanks, Judith, very much. Judith Kipper, who's been in our Washington bureau.